kickboxing?
So I come from a kickboxing background, and I never planned to actually box. It was mainly just get my hands better for the kickboxing. But after like being in the gym for a couple of weeks, my amateur boxing coach wanted to get me boxing. So I was like, because I was getting no kickboxing fights, it was a struggle. So I thought, oh, well, it's get back in the ring. So I had my first fight, and it just stemmed from there, really. I loved being in the ring, just using my hands and not my legs.
Yeah. And whereabouts are you based in the UK, and where were you boxing?
I'm based in Northampton and Far Cotton Boxing Club.
Okay. Was that a good club?
Oh, it's brilliant, yeah. We've got loads of up-and-coming talent. It's a good coach as well, so he just loves boxing. So it's an open-door gym, so anybody can come in. And if people want to spar, anyone's allowed to spar, so it's a nice atmosphere. It's like a big family as well.
It's like a mix of levels?
Yeah, mix of levels. So like, literally, like, if you never even want to box, you just want to come in and keep fit. They have keep fit classes and that. So sometimes I prefer going to them.
That's effective.
Yeah.
Okay, and then how did that progress into you getting into the GB podium?
So I had 3 domestic boxing amateur fights, and then I went into the ABA National Championships. And because obviously I was so new to boxing, I had no idea what I was entering. And I turned up and everyone was just like staring at me because it was open class. And I ended up winning them. And I didn't realise that it was such a big deal until people at the gym were like, oh, you're national champion. I was like, oh yeah, thinking, oh well. And then I got asked to box for England in the EU Championships, and I won a silver medal there. I lost to Tata, Turkish world champion. And then I got selected to box like about a month or something after in Barbados in the World Championships.
Wow.
And this at 64 kilo, and I lost to a Russian, who was like, she was really good. She was tough as well. And then obviously the Olympic weight was 60 kilo, so I moved down to 60, and I was selected to box for the GB squad. So I went straight onto podium. So like I didn't do no what's it called, like
They do like the trials?
yeah, I didn't do no trials or anything. I just went straight onto full time. So it was like a massive like eye opener.
So it sounds like that kind of happened quite quickly.
Oh, it was really quick.
What space of time?
So I started, my first boxing match was 2009, like the late 2009, so like November 2009. And I was on the GB squad in 2010, 2011.
It was a whirlwind, so it's quite good in a way.
Oh, it was a massive whirlwind, but like I always say, I kind of wish I settled into the amateur career like domestically, because my GB career started off like it was so much pressure. I had no idea what was going on. Like it was just all above my head. So I was going to tournaments, and it was the old scoring system, whereas I'm more of a fighter. So the tippy tappy things, I couldn't get the hang off.
Yeah.
So I was losing because of with the point system.
Fights,
Yeah. So I always say I wish I found my feet more in amateurs.
So you said you started in 2009, and then it went on to 2011 by the time you were in GB.
Yeah.
Then from there, what happened? So that's quite good.
How long were you in the GB?
I was on the GB set for 7 years,
Okay.
and I left this year. Like I decided like enough was enough.
So what would you say were the highlights of your time?
The highlights were the training camps, like because you live with each other as well. So like Savannah was like my best mate. So like on the training camps, we'd always have a laugh and that. Like it'd be serious training, but it'd still be like having a good time.
Marshall,
Yeah, Savannah Marshall. So you go around like all different countries, and because you was in training camp with other countries, like your spars will turn into like a fight. So you was always like going at each other, and I used to love that. It'd be like a big buzz. Yeah, like because when you're sparring someone that you train with, it's not as competitive. Yeah. But if someone say I was in Germany and on a training camp there, like you probably go for it. Like you want to hurt each other. So I used to love that. And then highlights were winning gold medals and winning the Rio Test event. That was probably the best highlight I had. It was the fake Olympics. So it was like the trial run for the Olympics, and obviously I won the gold, so that was good confidence boost.
Yeah. So obviously you had that, and I guess you were aspiring to go to the Rio Olympics.
That was the aim, yeah, but didn't plan out that way.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about.
So I went to both the qualifiers. So there was 2 qualifiers this Olympic cycle round, and I lost my first qualifier to Azerbaijan, who she qualified, and then my second qualifier, I think like it was an unfair decision why I didn't qualify. It was mainly if I was a man, I probably wouldn't got a warning, but there was 2 bells, 2 rings going, and the bell on the far end, that went. So I carried on boxing, and the girl thought it was our bell, so she went to stop. So I got a warning, which I didn't think was fair, but it is what it is. And obviously I didn't qualify them, so it was heartbreaking.
Yeah. I guess sort of ironic in some respects, regarding who won the gold medal at the Olympics.
Yeah, so I beat her 8 times, Estelle Mosley. So we was always like rivals. We always had really close bouts. But like I was the stronger one, and she'd like just hold me. Like she would just literally, she was taller, so she was hold on to my shoulders and like try like bring me down. But I beat her 8 times, and she ended up winning the World Championships and the Olympic gold. So I don't think it was my destiny to be in Rio 2016. I worked my hard, like I left no stone unturned. I tried everything to get there, and it didn't plan out.
And obviously that was a crushing disappointment for you.
I'll give it a boxing. Like I thought that was it. But then I missed it. I missed punching, so I thought I went like down the road of giving it boxing for about a month, and I thought, oh, I need to fight again. Then I went to European Championships, and I had a really bad decision against a Russian. Like I boxed her ears off. I boxed completely different. I thought if I fight, the judges ain't gonna give me the win. So I thought I'm just gonna be technical, hit and move, and I'd done that, and they gave her the win again. And I thought, what is going on? So. Yeah, and then the Russian went and won the gold as well, and I thought I clearly boxed her head off. Yeah. So I think that was the last bit for me. I thought, yeah, it was like hard to come back after not qualifying. Like it was like challenging, but I thought I need to fight still because I still felt like there was unfinished business. But after Europeans, and I thought, no matter what I do, how hard I train, I'm not going to get results.
GB actually were quite supportive.
Oh, very supportive, yeah.
Hard time, weren't they?
Yeah, I was really supportive. Like there was open doors to like go back and stuff for the Tokyo cycle, but it just I think I went stayed in the amateurs in like 2014. I think even back then, like I was starting to lose the love for it because of decisions.
And I know you had a good working relationship with Lee Pullen as well.
Oh yeah, Lee Pullen was he was my rock. So he like with the bad decisions and stuff, like, he's always been in my corner. So he's seen me like going through like working, grafting in the gym, and then seeing my heart literally being broken in pieces because of judges. So he's always like had my back, and he's always been like my rock. Like he's a great guy.
Yeah. So let's draw a line under your amateur days.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you say, you felt maybe it's gone a bit stale, and you've done everything you can.
Yeah.
So what happened after that?
So I retired in boxing then. Like I had a leg injury, and I think it was a blessing really, because I've never been injured since the age of 10. Like, I've never had an injury where it's put me out of training like completely. Like all I could do is walk, and for like I think it was about a week I was just in bed. So I had the leg injury, and I thought, oh, that's it. I'm never going to come back now. Like my fitness was terrible. I felt terrible. I was thinking, oh, what? Like everything happens for a reason. And then, so I started, like, again, missing the boxing. So I started thinking I'm going to be a keep fitter. I was telling all my friends that I'm just going to go to the boxing club, I'm just going to be a keep fitter. And I started sparring and stuff again. I was thinking, oh no, I still love boxing, but I just knew the amateur days were done for me. So I decided to, like, retire from the GB setup, and thought, like, international boxing is not going to work for me anymore. Like, I was going to work 9 till 5, go to the gym, keep fit, but then obviously change your plan. Yeah.
So women's boxing is kind of buzzing at the moment.
Yeah.
Katie Taylor, Nicola Adams, so I'm guessing you thought, I'll have a piece of that?
Yeah, as soon as Katie had her first debut, I was like, that's me. Since I was a little girl, like, I've always wanted to take my head guard off and fight. Like back when I was kickboxing, I used to say to my dad, like, one day I'm going to have my head guard off, I'm going to be a pro kickboxer. And the Olympics never, like, at that age, weren't really like thinking about it. Yeah. So the pro boxing is definitely, I think it's made for me, and it's like going to be the last bit of my fighting career. Like, I'm excited just to get the head guard off.
And you fought Katie in the amateurs as well?
Yeah, my second international. So I boxed her in the semi-finals of the EU Championships. It was a good bout, yeah. Like, she's just really fast, and it was the first 2 rounds were close, but her experience took over the last 2 rounds.
So, next bit of your story.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, you've turn pro.
Yeah.
And with McGuigan's.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Yeah, good
So
team to be involved
it's
in.
a great, literally I feel blessed.
Yeah,
Like it's
so-
such a good team.
Yeah. So how did that come about?
So basically my amateur coach, he sorted it out because he knew, like we had talks and stuff, and he knew like the amateurs was not for me anymore. And he wanted me to go pro, obviously, because like I'm 26 and I still want to fight. So it was like coming and having, because people were going on about MMA, but MMA is not for me either. So he was like, well, talking to me about pro and who to go with in that. And straight from the off, I was like, to be honest with you, if I'm going to go with anyone, I want to be with the McGuigans. But to be honest, I thought they was out on my beach. I thought, oh, they're not going to bother with me. So in my head, I was thinking it's not going to happen. And John was talking about other people and stuff, but it didn't feel right. Like I thought, if I'm going to go pro, I want to do it properly. I don't want to be like boxing in a leisure centre and getting like one fight a year or something. And then out of nowhere, John rang me and was like, oh yeah, having a meeting with the McGuigans. And I was like, wow. But I weren't expecting to even be signed. I thought it was just going to be like a meeting. And then as soon as I met him, I was just like, so happy, thinking, please sign me.
So did you have to come down and sort of spend a bit of time to see what they thought of you, or how did that
So I come down, had a meeting, and then obviously because I had to train with Shane because it's all in-house. So I'd done some like pads and that with Shane, and he got like seeing what I'm about and I seen what he was about, and just gelled really. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's about, isn't it? Sometimes is that natural bond between a coach and a
Yeah, because if you didn't gel, then it's like they ain't going to be interested in me, and I wouldn't want to be with a trainer that I don't really like have that. Yeah. So I was thinking like as soon as I done pads with him, I was never been so hyped because like they put the small, they take my hands at first, and I was like, oh god, like felt like my hands had been broken. Like, I had a plaster on it. I was like, God, whacking someone with this is going to be mad. And then they put the small gloves on me, and I was just like, oh, this is made for me. Yeah. And then I was doing the pads and like teaching me so much. And I was just thinking, oh God, I feel like a beginner again. Like all the amateurs and stuff was literally like it's wiped out now, because the whole pro game now has completely changed my style. So I feel like I'm starting completely from fresh.
So how long have you been training with Shane as a pro now?
So my license only come through last week, but I've been up training here for about 6 weeks now. Okay. Yeah, because it's a lot to take in. Like it's a whole new style. So I couldn't have got in the ring and like box like an amateur. So like I'm hoping to get in the ring and actually show the difference between amateur and pro.
Did you feel, like you say, it's the McGuigans, you've got George Groves down there, you've got Frampton. Did you feel sort of in awe when you sort of stepped in there, or was it just pure excitement?
I think I was just really excited, and I was just thinking, like, get these gloves on me. I was just more excited. Like, I was just too busy to just like get started.
Yeah. And what's the training regime? So you spend part of your time in London and part of your time back up in
Yeah, so I spend Monday and Friday in Northampton, and the weekend obviously, and I'm up London on camp Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay. So is that where the McGuigans are based, in London?
London, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's really good. The training's a lot different though, it's like it's really hard.
Really?
Like again, when I said like I went styling the amateurs, I think turning pro and my different training regime is like bring the fire back in me again. Because I lost it. Like 2014, I think I lost that spark and the love for boxing. Yeah. And then since I've been up here, I feel like a 10-year-old again. Really? Like hyped and excited and like wanting to come training and miss. Yeah, like even at the weekends and stuff, I'm thinking I can't wait to go to London. Whereas with the GB setup, I was thinking, oh no, I'm dreading Sheffield. Yeah. So it's something I needed. Like change is good, and it's come at the right time as well.
So you've just joined.
Yeah.
A bit of training, and I hear you've already got a debut date. So what's
May the 26th, I'm boxing in Cardiff on Andrew Selby fight night. Okay. So next week, yeah. Come on, quick. Before? Not that I can remember. Probably like when I done kickboxing, because I used to fight all over, but never boxed. So and never on a good show either. So it'd be exciting.
Where is that? What arena is that?
Motorsport Arena.
Oh, okay, wicked.
Yeah.
It's
exciting.
It's not a bad debut.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, so thinking about your pro career, what in your eyes, what are you looking to do?
Put a stamp on my name, sort of thing. Like at the minute, nobody knows who I am really. So I want to like start getting some fights, show people what I can do, and aim for the world title. Because everybody wants the world title, but like I really want that world title. I never got it in the amateurs. I think pros, like it's my time to grab myself a world title.
Thanks for talking to us and good
No
luck.
problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Chantelle. Nice one.